Business Now on CNBC TV 18. The Maharashtra cabinet has approved a 5,600 crore rupee plan to revamp Asia's largest slum, Dharavi, in Mumbai. In the first of a three CNBC TV 18's residents are scheme.
It's these filthy images of Dharavi that have earned it the dubious rank of Asia 6,000 crore rupees development project aims at cleaning up. 74 hectares split into 9 zones. Global developers will spaces over the next 5 to 6 years.
We're changing the entire lifestyle by providing infrastructure of high quality education, high quality income generation, high quality health, good environment, good cultural development, all of this. So they will live like a beautiful new township rather than living like the sort of downtrodden society.
Just a week after the approval, and Dharavi residents have a mixed response on whether this plan will come through. Is it just an election gimmick?
हाँ ये बोल के गए कि ये तोड़ के इधर बिल्डिंग में दे हम लोग अपना चुप से बैठे हैं जब तोड़ के जाएंगे
नहीं तो रास्ता है तो बहुत स्लो होगा काम होना चाहिए लेकिन बहुत स्लो करेंगे
Most owners of places will get to move into 225 square feet flats like this one. Not all residents are happy with this. They feel that they're making better use of space in these shanties which may be possible in the flats.
कितना हुआ मैडम? अभी डबल माला ऊपर नीचे 2 यूज कर रहे हैं हम लोग. बाद में सिर्फ 200 रूम सिर्फ मिलेगा हमको. या बाथरूम अटैच रहेगा लेकिन सिर्फ एक रूम 2 रूम है हम लोगों के पास. रूम अच्छा है.
हमारा जितना जगह भी हम लोग यूज करता है वापरता है उतना जगह हमको मिलेगा तो हम एक भी खर्चा नहीं करेगा.
Prima facie, it does appear to be a human resource management challenge to the mindsets of these 500,000 people. But going forward, this similar challenge of government inaction or downright corruption. Anuradha Kamar, CNBC TV 18, Mumbai.
Good afternoon and welcome to Business Time, your daily dose of business news and views on Doordarshan. I am Yogesh Sapkale. The government of Maharashtra has recently announced an ambitious project of rupees 5,600 crore plan to transform Dharavi, Asia's largest slum, into a beautiful place. The announcement came on the heels of Prime Minister's announcement of rupees 500 crores for Dharavi's rehabilitation. In order to speed up development in Dharavi, the state government has enhanced the floor space index, that is FSI, from 2.5 to 4%. They have also relaxed the precondition of 70% of the slum dwellers should agree to a rehabilitation plan. Our correspondent Melinda Dias met with Mr. Joachim Arputam, President of the Federation of the Slum Dwellers, for his take on the government's plan for Dharavi's development.
Dharavi could be developed only with the cooperation of the people. If the people doesn't cooperate, if you don't involve people, you cannot develop Dharavi. So first priority is community to be sensitized. Community should be involved in the planning and implementation of the scheme under SRA itself. It's not like you talk about beautifying Dharavi, bringing multinational, building others, nothing, no sweet talks will have. This is not a political talk. You have to have a real community based oriented approach in Dharavi, then only Dharavi could be improved. Under the same SRA, you have to minimize the height, you have to keep the low rise high density concept and involve the community, and the community have to make it viable. It cannot be done by, that is the reason only 20% of 30% of Dharavi area builders are coming, because all the high density, no builder is coming. Therefore you don't try to change Dharavi into They are all trying to do in the periphery of Dharavi, either in the 90 feet road or in the 60 feet road or on the main other connecting roads only. Nobody is coming interior because of you cannot money, because you are losing it. It is not possible for any private developer, builder who is interested in making money using SRA can't come and work here like Chamda Bazaar. Chamda Bazaar has a highest density, 5 square meter people are living there. Which developer is interested? Nobody is interested. Presently also more than 40 societies registered, formed cooperative society, development plan has been prepared, they got CC, LOI, they are not starting. Why? Why all the builders, jam builders are run away?
Utter lack of sanitation facilities is a hallmark of Dharavi. Despite a plethora of schemes for buildings, toilets financed by the World Bank as well as the state government, the sanitation scene in Dharavi remains pathetic. Here is a report.
Lakshmi Bai has already lost her daughter-in-law to TB, and not surprising, for the sewage overflow from the Mumbai Municipal Council constructed toilet floods her home very frequently.
ये पहला संडास, ये पहला घर मेरा। मेरे एक बहू मर गया है टीबी लग के। अभी 8 महीना हुआ, 26 जनवरी को मरी मेरी बहू। अभी मेरे बच्चे को उल्टी जुड़ा हो रहा है, इतना मैं परेशान है घर से।
Hers is just one of about a lakh of families living amidst the squalor, smell and disease-breeding environment of Dharavi, reputed to be Asia's largest and filthiest slum. That Dharavi is strategically placed with access to 2 highways, 2 railway lines and the airport, and contributes almost about 3,000 crores to Mumbai's GDP has not made any difference to the living condition of its people. The BMC has spent almost 20 crores over the last 2 decades for providing sanitation facilities in Dharavi. But till date, the people to toilet seat ratio is as high as 1:600 as against the World Bank stipulation of 1:50.
रोज सुबह 4 बजे से उठ के हम लोग को बैठना पड़ता है, लोग सबको हकालना पड़ता है, हम लोग को हकालेंगे तो हम लोग के ऊपर झगड़े तैयार। यही हम लोग को लफड़ा है, यही जिंदगी में हम लोग को यही 40 साल से तकलीफ है।
Most men turn to the railway tracks every morning, which turns out to be highly inconvenient as well as dangerous.
संडास बह रहा है और रेलवे में भी हम लोग जाते हैं ना संडास का डब्बा लेके, तो रेलवे पुलिस लोग आते हैं तो हम लोगों को आधे में से उठ के भागना पड़ता है और उल्टा हम लोग को पकड़ता है, वहाँ की पब्लिक को पकड़ता है और फाइन भी मारता है 100 रुपया 50 रुपया।
But for the women, it is an everyday nightmare.
हम तो किधर भी जाके संडास पे बैठ जाएगा, मगर वो औरत लोग जो जवान लड़की है 14 साल का 15 साल का, वो लोग कहाँ पे जाएगा? आज संडास पूरा संपूर्ण बंद है, आज ये बच्चे लोग भी रास्ते में बैठते हैं, तो इस तरह की समस्या है।
However, it is the sewage overflow from blocked and ill-maintained septic tanks that hits at the very basis of the health and dignity of these people.
ये म्युनिसिपैलिटी का संडास है, मैं संडास भर गए, मेरे दरवाजे में घर तक मोहरी में भर गए संडास, और तलक हम लोग हाथ से निकालने का, बंगी का काम हम लोग करने का।
और म्युनिसिपैलिटी का संडास भी सब भर गया है, प्राइवेट संडास भी भर गया है और इसका मतलब कोई इलाज ही नहीं है। 2 दिन से म्युनिसिपैलिटी के पीछे हम लोग हैरान है, म्युनिसिपैलिटी आने के लिए तैयार नहीं है।
जो संडास का पानी ओवरफ्लो होता है कि सब संडास बाहर रोड के ऊपर बहता है तो कितने आदमियों को टीबी और मलेरिया, टाइफाइड और कितनी बीमारियां बनती है।
It is the responsibility of the BMC to maintain these toilets, but many of them are closed due to pipe blockages and leakages of sewage water overground.
The responsibility of cleaning septic tank lies with Bombay Municipal Corporation. If the septic tank is blocked or there is overflow, immediately the residents nearby, they lodge a complaint to the nearest ward officer, and then ward officer in turn lodge that complaint to our sewerage control room. So from the control room we are sending our vehicles and team immediately to clear the blockage.
Despite that, overflowing sewage water continues to be a part of their everyday reality. Providing sanitation facilities like toilets in itself does not transform into health benefits. It should be accompanied by an inculcation of a sense of hygiene. In Dharavi, the people demand both the construction of toilets and hygiene, but the authorities seem to have stopped at construction of toilets. Melinda Dias, Doordarshan News, Mumbai.
And to discuss more about the government's plan to develop Dharavi, we have with us in the studio Mr. Mukesh Mehta of MM Consultants. Welcome Mr. Mehta in our studio.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Whenever someone mentions about Dharavi, the one and only perception is about the Asia's largest slum and then the antisocial elements and the dirt. Do you agree with this perception?
I partially agree with the perception. I agree with the fact that it's below human living conditions, filth, dirt, squalor, etc. I do not agree with the anti-social elements. I think most of the people of Dharavi are extremely decent human beings. They're very, very nice people, and they're compelled to live in Dharavi only because of lack of affordable housing in Mumbai. They're very enterprising people, and I believe they're contributing a lot to the economy of Mumbai.
Worst sanitation facilities, poor health facilities, and how do you take up such challenges in Dharavi?
All of that is there, but I think partially it is also because of the lack of vision in the past. What's happened is that succeeding governments and succeeding bureaucracies have tried to tackle slum issue in a piecemeal manner. I feel that in situations like Dharavi, you have an opportunity to regenerate a suburb, recreate a suburb, rejuvenate it. And this can be done only through a total shift in paradigm, where you don't start throwing crumbs at the slum dwellers. You say instead, these are the people who are in Mumbai, not to get free homes. They are here to make a better life for themselves. Now, if you give them the affordable housing, if you give them an opportunity to earn, then automatically the environment around improves. So I feel that that can be done, and that will be done hopefully with the plans that we have suggested.
What are the major challenges, or we can say objectives in the better words for Dharavi redevelopment?
Well, challenges are of course many, because if you're trying to reform and rejuvenate the largest slum pocket of Asia, one of the largest slum pockets in the world, there are a lot of factors that come in, and the biggest of them is the human challenge, because nearly 5 lakh people live in Dharavi. And the important thing is that we have to take these people with us and help them understand what we are doing, and also understand what their needs are. So the human relationship factor is the biggest challenge. As far as the opportunity is concerned, I think we have sky's the limit as the opportunity, because today Dharavi is an isolated suburb. Nobody from mainstream Mumbai wants to get into Dharavi. So we want to create an opportunity where Dharavi becomes a part of Mumbai, and Mumbai becomes sort of encapsulates Dharavi within it. So people from the rest of the suburbs of Mumbai do not feel that they're different, and nor do the Dharavi people feel isolated from the rest of Mumbai. So we are going to be mainstreaming the Dharavi people. That is the biggest challenge.
But in the process, the original resident of the Dharavi, they fear that in this development or redevelopment process, they will be outer, or their involvement should be the maximum. That's the.
Yeah, I think this is a misconception, and some of it is probably being wrongly created by people with vested interest. By and large, the scheme says that 70% of the people must agree with any slum rehabilitation scheme. I have been personally working in Dharavi for the last 7 years, and in fact my first rehabilitation office was in Dharavi. So I've interacted very intensely with the people of Dharavi, and based on that the scheme is evolved. There's no question of uprooting the people of Dharavi. If anything, it's there to more stabilize, give a higher level of stability to the people of Dharavi. Today what's happening is that when people make some money in Dharavi, they leave Dharavi. They feel they want to go to a better suburb. What we are saying is they can make money in Dharavi, they can improve their lives in Dharavi, and they can remain in Dharavi. That's the whole purpose of this scheme. And there's no question of unilateral decisions being taken over here. This has been done with taking into confidence all the stakeholders, and this includes the residents of Dharavi, this includes various NGOs that work in Dharavi, this includes the government, various levels of government offices, various levels of political leadership. All of them are taken into confidence. They have all accepted, and which is why this whole process has taken very long. And finally, it's about to sort of culminate and fructify.
Dharavi is also known as a home of small-scale industries. So, what kind of industries are there right now?
Right now, in fact, you'll be pleased to know from the information that I have, Dharavi generates almost 3,000 crores in economy annually, and it has several small industries. It has leather industry, it has ceramic or not ceramic but earthenware, potteries. A lot of food processing is done in Dharavi. A lot of export garments, sewing, petty things like brooms and things are also made in Dharavi. So fabrication, it has one of the biggest plastic recycling industry. So all of this put together, Dharavi is generating tremendous amount of income in spite of it being disorganized.
What are the initial steps taken for the redevelopment, or what are the phases involved in this process?
What we've done is, over a period of time, we've deeply tried to understand the Dharavi ethos. We've studied very deeply and in fact worked very closely with social scientists, with Dharavi residents themselves and others, and evolved a strategy. And amongst that strategy, what we are saying is that Dharavi should be a sustainable development. This development should be based on providing high quality of health, high quality of income generating capabilities, high quality of educational facilities, good environment, good socio-cultural development, all of these things which becomes a part of any society. So the first step is we've identified that this is the way we would go about. After that, we have went from step to step, right, starting from the slum dwellers and moving all the way up to the Chief Minister and the Prime Minister's office, convincing them that that's the way to do, not just for Dharavi but for the rest of Mumbai, rest of Maharashtra, rest of India. And all these approvals are now in place, and for the first time, to the best of my understanding, the state government and the central government are working in synergy with each other, contrary to the misreported information that they are contesting with each other. They are working in synergy with each other to implement Dharavi project, where the Honorable Prime Minister has announced 500 crores for the infrastructure development, and the state government has announced the approval of this project, which was originally 5,600 crores, but now it has become 7,500 crores because of the increase in FSI. So the project cost will ultimately become about 6,300 or so crores, and the sellout will be about 7,500 crores.
Yeah, it's a very good piece of information about the Dharavi development. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.